The invisible enemy. 10 causes and risk factors of HIV. HIV, the human immunodeficiency virus, is one of the most formidable viral threats of our time. It attacks the immune system, weakening the body's natural defenses and paving way for life-threatening infections and cancers. Since its discovery in the early 1980s, HIV has affected over 80 million people worldwide, with millions of lives lost and millions living with the virus today. But how does HIV find its way into the human body? Why are some individuals more at risk than others? Today, we uncover 10 major causes and risk factors of HIV infection, exploring how the virus spreads, the population is most affected, and how awareness and prevention can save lives. Number 1. Unprotected sexual contact. You see, the most common routine of HIV transmission is unprotected sexual contact. The virus can enter the bloodstream through mucous membranes in the genital or rectal areas. A risk increases during anal intercourse, multiple sexual partners, and when one partner is already HIV positive. Condoms, pre-exposure prophylaxis, PrEP, and regular testing are highly effective and preventive measures. Education, awareness, and safe sexual practices remain the frontline defense against HIV spread. Number 2. Sharing needles and injection drug use. Look, injection drug use is a major driver of HIV transmission worldwide. Sharing contaminated needles, syringes, or other injection equipment allows direct entry of the virus into the bloodstream. Harm reduction strategies such as needle exchange programs, supervised injection sites, and addiction treatment drastically reduce infection rates. Therefore, preventing needle sharing saves lives and prevents the virus from spreading in the communities. Number 3. Mother-to-child transmission. HIV can be transmitted from an infected mother to her child during pregnancy, childbirth, and breastfeeding. Without intervention, the risk of vertical transmission ranges from 15% to 45%. However, with antiviral therapy, ART for the mother, safe delivery practices, and postnatal treatment, transmission can be reduced to below 5%. Early prenatal care and HIV testing are critical for protecting the next generation. Number 4. Blood transfusions and organ transplants. Look, receiving contaminated blood products, or organ is another pathway for HIV transmission. Modern screening protocols in most countries make this extremely rare today, but lapses in testing or unsafe practices can lead to infection. Therefore, ensuring rigorous blood and organ screening is vital, particularly in regions with limited medical resources. Healthcare infrastructure and strict adherence to safety protocols protect both recipients and the wider community. Number 5. Occupational exposure. Look, health workers, laboratory personnel, and first responders may face occupational exposure to HIV through needle stick injuries or contact with infected body fluids. Strict safety protocols, protective equipment, and post-exposure prophylaxis (PrEP) are essential to reduce risk. Education and training in infection control prevent workplace transmission and safeguard those on the front lines. Number 6. Coexisting sexually transmitted infections, STIs. Other sexually transmitted infections such as syphilis, gonorrhea, or herpes increase susceptibility to HIV. STIs cause mucosal inflammation, ulcers, and micro tears, providing easier access for the virus to enter the bloodstream. Therefore, prompt diagnosis and treatment of STIs not only protect sexual health but also reduce HIV transmission risk. So, comprehensive sexual health care is a cornerstone of prevention. Number 7. Lack of access to preventive and education resources. Limited access to HIV education, testing, and preventive measures drives the epidemic. Knowledge gaps about transmission, stigma, and cultural barriers prevent individuals from seeking care or practicing safe behaviors. Public health campaigns, mobile clinics, and community outreach programs empower populations with the tools to prevent HIV. So, education and accessibility are as vital as medical interventions. Number 8. Social and economic factors. Poverty, social inequality, migration, and limited health care access contribute significantly to HIV risk. Individuals in vulnerable communities may have reduced negotiating power for sex, limited access to testing, and high exposure to risky behaviors. So, addressing social determinants of health is crucial for reducing HIV prevalence and empowering communities to protect themselves. Number 9. Blood exposure in emergencies or wounds. HIV can enter the body through direct contact with infected blood, particularly in emergencies, trauma, or unsafe medical care. Cuts, open wounds, or contaminated instruments present a risk if exposure occurs. So, immediate cleansing, post-exposure prophylaxis, and medical intervention are critical to prevent infection. Number 10. Unknown or rare transmission pathways. While the majority of HIV infections follow known routes, rare cases may occur through accidental exposure, organ transplant anomalies, or previously unidentified mechanisms. Continuous research is essential to uncover and address these exceptional cases. Awareness, vigilance, and global monitoring remain key to preventing new infections. HIV remains a silent, invisible enemy, but it is not invisible. Understanding the 10 major causes and risk factors, unprotected sex, shared needles, mother-to-child transmission, contaminated blood, occupational exposure, coexisting STIs, lack of education, social factors, blood exposure in emergencies, and rare pathways empowers individuals and communities to protect themselves. Therefore, modern medicine, antiretroviral therapy, PrEP, education, and social support have transformed HIV from a fatal diagnosis to a manageable condition. So, knowledge, prevention, and compassion are our strongest weapons in the fight against this virus. By understanding the causes, we not only save lives, we give hope, dignity, and a future free from fear.